Rise and shine, YouTube. It's your boy, and today, well, we have a really good mouse to show off today. Now, beforehand, I'm not affiliated with MetKeys. I don't have an affiliate link or referral code, and this wasn't sent out to be reviewed at all. I chose to pick this up on their website, and well, I almost canceled the order because it was taking way too long to get to me. It took about 3 months to get this mouse in, but I'm really glad that I did not end up canceling it and I decided to wait on it. MetKeys reached out. They were like, hey, mouse is in. We're going to start shipping today. I was like, all right, cool. Let's go. The mouse I'm talking about is, I think, the new king of the eggs. This guy right here. The Z1 Pro from Ryse. Now, this current option, there are multiple that I'll show, is $46.99 on MetKeys. I'll actually put the link to the product in the description so it's just easily accessible. And that's all she wrote, right? I'm only really going to compare it to one other egg shape. One, I don't have any other ones, but based on what I've used in the past, I've used them all. And the closest one to it is going to be the Orochi V2. Now, right off the rip, you can tell that the Orochi is slightly wider, and it has a more forward sensor. And when you look at them side by side, here and here, you can tell that the Orochi is slightly flatter, right? The Orochi is a little flatter in the midsection, but the clicks are a little more separated on the Z1 Pro compared to the Orochi, which I like that a lot more, because you're not going to accidentally press the front or back click on the side from the Z1 Pro, because they're a little separated. When it comes to the weight, though, that's a big difference. The weight in this guy right here, this option, is 46 grams. The weight on this guy is going to depend on what kind of battery you put in there. It's either going to be AAA or AA, and it could be around 60 to 70 grams depending on which one you choose, which makes this guy hefty, right? When you look at it from the front, you have the thumb angle, which they're very, very close. In hand, though, the Orochi has a little more aggressive thumb curve or thumb groove, right, to be in there. But once again, they're just pretty much the same. And when you look at the length, the last one, the Z1 Pro is slightly longer. I don't know what my hands are doing. Don't mind that. But they are the Z1 Pro is just a tiny bit longer than the Orochi. So at the end of the day, the Orochi is a little flatter, a little shorter, but in hand feel, they feel pretty much identical. If you've been using the Orochi as a main, you don't even need this guy anymore. You can just pick up the Z1 Pro. You don't have to worry about changing the battery out every 5 years. And well, the Z1 Pro rocks a USB-C. You can charge it overnight. There's different battery options you can choose from. But my personal experience with this mouse has been very enjoyable. There's a lot of MetKeys mice that are just weird, and I wouldn't recommend. Like the OG Z1 from Ryse, I would not recommend that shape at all, because on the side, right here, no, on this side, the right-hand side, the side is so aggressive on the OG where it's very uncomfortable, right? On the normal Z1, where it kind of indents in and it wants your finger to sit right in that groove. The Z1 Pro doesn't have that, and it's a lot flatter on the side. So you don't have to worry about changing your grip. You don't have to worry about something that's going to be uncomfortable, because this just fits your hand and it's snug in your hand, and it's a really good experience, and it's an enjoyable experience to use, hands down, right? Different comparisons. The Logitech, I really wouldn't even compare this to the Logitech egg shape, because that one is just a unique egg shape where it just feels different, right? The bottom of the Logitech, it kind of flattens out when it goes like inward. The sides go inward, and it's just I feel like it feels awkward. The Aria, on the other hand, is going to be a step up in size, where it's going to be slightly wider on the mid base, right? And it's going to be slightly longer, right? This is 110 millimeters long. The Orochi, I think, is 106. And the Aria is going to be around 116. So you got many different options, but for small hands, this is going to be king. It feels good. It fits good. I don't have to change my grip. For example, when I use the X2 Mini, I use the same grip to the Z1 Pro. And then when I want to swap to the Viper Mini, I use the same grip. Like, when I use different small-handed mice, I want to choose a mouse that I don't have to change my grip so like drastically for, where it makes me more inconsistent than I already am when changing mice and mouse pads. Like, as a mouse pad and mouse reviewer, it is very hard to stay consistent in game when you have multiple mice, multiple pads that you're constantly swapping to, right? So it's easier to test mice where you have that same grip because your performance is going to be very similar across the board. Now, right now, I'm going to show you their website, MechKey's website, for the different options. I'll put the link in the description below, like I said. Once again, it's not an affiliate. It's not a referral link. It's just I want people to actually experience this mouse because it is a damn good mouse for the price point and its size for small hands. So right here, you have the Z1 Pro. It is pre-order. So right off the rip, I want to tell you guys that I almost canceled it, like I said before, and well, I'm glad I didn't, but it took a long time to get here. So it's not MechKeys, right? It's actually the Zalpin producer company it takes them longer to produce the mouse. But when MechKeys has them in stock, even though it says pre-order, they'll ship it out, right? Now you have different options. You have the hollow bottom 200 mAh, which is what I have, but in blue. This one is the 46 gram style, and then the 500 mAh mouse is the 51 gram. So the weight difference between the two battery sizes isn't too drastic to where you're really going to feel it, right? When it comes to different colors, you got 6 different options here. All of them are going to look fantastic in person. This blue looks phenomenal. And when it comes down to just different specs, you can check that out on their website. I'm not going to go through them all. But you got some really good specs in a $46 mouse or a $49 mouse that you can't really pass up if you wanted to try an egg shape, right? Now, when it comes to pricing and shipping, depending on where you are in the States, shipping could cost around $16 for about a week shipping to 2 weeks. So keep that in mind. And then if you have the money, you can do express shipping. That's about 6 to 10 days. So all in all, fantastic mouse, great performance. I'm going to show some clips here in a second. And then the last thing I want to show is how to actually download the software, because I don't know what this says, right? I'm just, at this point, clicking on the website to download the software, but I got you. You click on the third tab, takes you to the software. There you go. Z1 Pro, download it. Now you have it on your computer, and I'll actually show you it right here. This is the software. You can change the debounce time on the clicks. I have mine on 2 milliseconds. Have no issues with double clicking. Nothing like that at all. You have different DPI stages, different hertz. When you have the 4K dongle, you can choose 2K to 4K. You have high powered mode, low powered. I keep it on high powered. Still, my battery is not even halfway down, and I've been using this mouse for a good minute now. I have mine on liftoff is 1 millimeter. Feels like 1 millimeter, but if you put the dots on that come with the skates, or the dots that comes with the mouse, I would up it to 2 millimeter. You got peak performance, which is like a battery saver sleeper mode. I just turn that off and I have motion sync on. So it's a pretty simple software, easy to understand. You can download it in English, easy peasy. Now, at the end of the day, the mice is subjective to you, what you like, what shape you like. But if you like eggs, I would pick up the Z1 Pro because I really do think that it is the new king of the eggs. But we're going to show some clips, and I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate everybody that likes, comments, subscribes, right? And we got some other reviews coming down the line. So, without further ado, rise up, God bless, and let those clips roll.
Tim's Cascade, yeah, haven't heard of those before.
Me either. I was just reading it.